It literally stopped at an hour and 4 minutes.
That much. All right, this look about right.
All right, hey man, you know the rules. Time to wrap it up.
Shit.
Come on, so you can get going, man. Come on. Wasting time. By the time this game ended, it'll already be 10 o'clock.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will be. I promise you, it will be.
It's a minute left for this quarter. Minute left. The other two quarters is 14 minutes. I mean, it's 14, total. That's 15 minutes.
All right, it's live.
Plus the timeouts and all that stuff. It should be cool.
Here's Wade, covered by Bryant.
I mean, I hope. I just know that
We're going to be cool.
based on, I mean, regardless.
Unsell for the shots.
Let me let it be known in the chat.
Yeah, if
The
it gets
stream
to a
more
best
than
of
likely
3.
won't end until 11:30, but I'm still down the line.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Wade lobs it up to Unsell for the nice finish. I'm gonna wait till people get back in here, and then I'm gonna start back commentating.
And here's Bryant outside. He buries it from 3.
All right,
Bryant's got 14
back
points.
in.
And now he's dropped 2.
All right, if anybody's in here, the stream just randomly ended. I warned everybody about that. It does that when I'm upstairs, so
I blame
it. Nah, it did that when I was streaming Mortal Kombat, man. So I hate when it does that. It just randomly ends the stream.
Oh, Tayshaun?
I thought West Sunset got that.
Yeah, I want to put it behind him. I'm just waiting.
And here's Bryant.
Let me send it to him. Because he probably not even.
Who's that?
Yeah, I'm just sending him directly the link just in case. My phone.
I remember when I used to stream this mug heavy, like when it was Era 1. He had his notifications on, so you probably see it. He just probably in the comments see it.
That's helped him build an advantage. We'll be back in a moment.
My phone on 13. I'm going to go grab my charger. All right, halftime. Game is currently. Let me wait for the numbers to pop up. Give me a second. Let me just go back and see it. Game is currently 40-33. Halftime. LA Lakers are leading the way. Let's talk about this real quick, right?
You're like gasoline on a flame.
Is it safe to say?
Can you double check?
Well, we can't.
After the game, I will.
We can't check during the game. During the game, you can't check that stuff.
If you could, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be really good if you could.
I almost want to check.
But what's it called?
I want to
see. If you can do that, that actually be clutch.
You definitely can't do that.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I thought it was gonna let me.
No, you can't do that.
Alright, well, I ain't even gonna attempt to, so.
Is it safe to say that
Kings trail by 7. On the court for the Lakers.
if T-Mac was still a part of this Los Angeles Lakers organization, is it safe to say they possibly wouldn't have made it out the first round? Because Unsell has been a game changer in crazy ways.
I would say. Who did that play?
Play Utah. Steph. Ray Allen.
I'm talking about
that was his first round.
Cup.
Cup?
When he lost.
He played me. I beat him in the cup.
And he had T-Mac, right?
Yeah, he had T-Mac still.
How much you beat him by?
Maybe 9 or like 7 or something. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how much.
I don't know.
I only say that because Wes Unseld, getting back to this team, he's been such a game changer for him. Like the extra points, the putbacks, the lobs, the rebounds. Like he's just been going crazy. It's just I just wonder what their fate would be if he was not on this team right now.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean,
and T-Mac starter, he came off the bench when he played you in the cup.
He came off the bench. No, yeah, that is true. The bench unit never played in that series. They only played about 5 minutes. That is true. So you didn't really get to see the full capabilities of what T-Mac could do. That is very true.
With that information,
Wade with the MIDI.
I think that it'd be tough to answer that question just because you only had 5 minutes to see the man play, and he didn't get a chance to do much, and that was his debut for the Lakers. So honestly, I don't know, but when he traded T-Mac or Wes Unseld to get T-Mac, I didn't think it was a good idea. But
Tayshaun Prince going off of the screen. All right, he dancing up top a little bit. He said, "You know what, Luka? Let me show you something." But D-Wade said, "No, I'ma show Kobe something." Takes it all the way to the cup on Kobe. The Kings call the timeout, 43-35. Third quarter, 5 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Did anybody bet? I think, did Dylan bet?
I bet on LA.
I think Dylan bet too. Didn't you bet too, Dylan?
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
You were saying? Hey man, look. I don't know exactly how many points Wade got, but I think it's safe to say that Wade County is still a thing right now. Oh, you did?
Three bets so far, so I think
Porzingis off the screen.
Bets on LA. I was one of them. I don't know though.
I got a question because they go to bet from iWise. Oh, Wemby off the pick and roll with pass. I got a question. Because all the teams, for the most part, have like 2As or like snipers, stuff like that. Who would you say is the 3 best snipers? Whether they're strictly a sniper or they a sniper and they can do other stuff. Who would you say are the 3 best shooters amongst the user teams? Based off of what you've seen from every team.
Me?
Yeah.
Pass to Unseld.
Personally, I wouldn't choose anybody for Toronto, but if I did, it would be Scotty because I feel like he makes more threes than anybody on that team. For OKC, I would say Pedro. Or am I missing somebody? Because I know Bronson hits KD. It would either be out of Pedro or KD.
Got a charge? Blocking foul. Oh, Chris Mullin said, "Get up!" Flexing on you.
When it comes to
the coach,
Orlando, I'm leaning towards nobody.
Give up in that situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna say nobody for my team. For Miami, I mean, I would have to say LaMelo probably would be their best shooter.
Yeah.
I don't know though because you can't really tell because he takes most of the shots. I don't know. I would say out of Glenn Rice, if I was just leaving out those teams, out of Glenn Rice,
Pass to Prince. Over to the left wing.
Pedro or KD, or Curry.
Pass to Prince.
So, but Curry be missing a lot.
Tayshaun Prince with a horrible business decision to drive on Mutombo, and it did not end well. If I had to pick 3, my 3 would go like this, probably. I would probably go Glenn Rice all the way. On Luka, he said, "You're just a little too small, sir." Maybe guard someone else. Lakers lead 49-41 with 3 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the third quarter. Me, personally, I think my 3 for the best shooter so far would have to be Glenn Rice. Like I said, I think he's the best shooter. Chris Mullins, Chris Mullins has been shooting like crazy. Like Chris Mullins and probably if Pedro was still starting for me, I could say him, but he don't really do as much since he's been on the bench. I'd probably have to go with.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. So it's Los Angeles.
I'm be honest, I might have to say Scotty. Scotty be hitting like Scotty don't really miss like that, like especially when he's open, which is surprising because I had Tatum in mind, but I've seen
more than Scotty to me.
I don't know. I feel like I've just seen Scotty just hit everything.
We done seen maybe like 2 games where Scotty ain't got over 10 points. Tatum that hit in this playoffs alone, he done dropped like 3 or 4 20-point games.
I need to see this.
Well, not 3 or 4, 2 or 3. But I think it's just 2 because didn't they lose best of 3?
Who?
Corey Hornets. I'm saying didn't they lose?
They best of 3. Best of 3.
He dropped 20 in all 3 games.
Tatum.
Yeah.
I mean, Tatum is definitely a certified and world-renowned shooter within 2K. Give me a second, I'll be right back.
All right, score is 51-41. LA with the lead. 2 minutes left in this third quarter.
Halliburton outside.
LA with the 10-point lead, man.
Lets it go from deep. Yao with a rebound. Yao's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Mullen. 7 points in the game.
Oh my gosh, Luka.
Launches from deep.
That is a terrible shot.
Pass to Mullen. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, a two-handed.
Chris Mullen, man.
All eyes on Luka.
Only way they gonna win this game is Kobe gotta get in Mamba mode. If he don't get in Mamba mode, they not gonna win.
Yeah, it seems like he's kind of slowed down from that first
Oh, and he
quarter.
got fouled on his way up.
Even though it's just the third quarter right now, so anything's still possible.
He makes the first. Caro, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama.
Alright, the game is currently 53-43 as Wes Unseld sinks the free throw. Third quarter, a minute and 25 seconds to go in this game 1
It's over.
of this series between
Might be.
the Los Angeles Lakers and the Sacramento Kings. Once again, this series, this matchup, Wade all the way Unseld for the cleanup. I already knew that was happening. Glenn Rice, he missed.
He makes that I Crown the best shooter.
He missed. I think I jinxed him. Because I was going to say, I know he finna hit that. And I think just the thought of that messed it up. Like we said, this matchup has some history behind it. We're going to repeat it again for those who might not know. History. Some ring chasers history. And history don't always go the same way. So we'll just have to see how the turn of events happen,
I know
in this series. Slots is the worst game.
He lost. Wade County coming up. Kobe got to capitalize.
Game right now.
Kobe ain't even in the game.
Everybody comment right now. Based off this game so far, is Wade County still a thing? Is he still the sheriff of Wade County, or has Kobe packed his bags and moved in Wade County? So that's the only one you can win or lose. I'm sure that's what you said. Cause I can't see the rest of it. Can't be serious. Oh man, Halliburton getting guarded by Hersey Hawkins. He said, "I'm not gonna let up. I'm gonna just take you all the way because you can't stop me." Los Angeles currently leading 57-47 with 3 seconds to go. Manu Ginobili, he missed it. Sacramento currently down by 10, 57-47, entering the fourth quarter. You said it's over.
I know it's over because LA is still scoring. Sacramento is scoring here and there. It's not consistent. That's why I said if they're gonna win this game, Kobe got to get in Mamba mode. I don't think Chris Mullen is enough. I don't think that it's enough if Kobe's not in mode. And then he's not even in, well, he is in the game now, but
I got a question.
Luka taking half-court shots. You didn't even see the shot he took. He did a double step back from the Kings logo and brick.
He said, Steph missed that mug.
Step out the way.
I got a question for you. Do you think in the game, in the video game, do you think home court advantage means anything? Because, you know, before the game, it says home court advantage, A-, B+. It gives the rating, but do you think that actually matters?
In the past, no, I can't tell this game because I haven't paid attention to it, to be honest. Because I'll say this, I played more away games than I played home, and that was my first loss when we weren't home. But I played most of my games away, so... And we were undefeated until tonight. So
I mean, because obviously, in real life, it definitely matters. But on the game, you know, it's a game. So it's like, how much do things really get put in? You know. So, oh my goodness, Paulo Banchero with the lob to Wes Unseld. Los Angeles currently winning 61-49 with 5 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Hey man, I'm not hating. I'm not
Kobe.
I'm not saying that the Kings can't fight back. Like I said, if Kobe gets in mode, he's shooting 60%.
Yeah, 16 points.
16 points. He has. If Kobe's not going to get in mode, they're going to lose. It just don't look like he's going to get in mode.
You know, I think something that is not. Oh, I thought
if he would have got that putback. Oh my gosh.
I think something that Kobe with the step back three.
Kobe got to get in mode.
At least he's trying. My players mix up because. No. I'm pretty sure it's not because of that. That really don't have anything to do with it. Oh, Tayshaun Prince for the spot up three from Halliburton.
They have to respond now or it's over. If they don't respond now with something, it's over.
Yeah, I feel like he lost that tip. I feel like
it's over with.
Based off of how these games have been going within era 2 of ring chasers. If you start getting it going in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes under, oh yeah, era 3. If you start to get it going in the fourth quarter with 3 or 2 minutes to go and you're down by 10, more times than none, you do not come back. You do not come back more times than none.
Say that. What you say?
I was just saying. So far, how it's been going in all these games in this new era. Fourth quarter, if you're down by 10 with 3 or 2 minutes to go, more times than none, you never come back. You lose that game. So far, the only comeback game has come from my team. We won a comeback game. I don't know how much we was down, but so far, there's only been one comeback. And how many games have we lost?
It's been 2. I don't remember who won the other one. I think it was the game where Corey beat Dillon. I think they came back and won. But I mean, I've been saying it this whole time. If you're losing by 10 at the end of the third, you probably gonna lose the game. Like that's just what it's been.
Shot by
fighting back, but they still. That's my point. They're still down 10. They've been down 10 since last quarter.
Los Angeles Lakers currently lead the game 66-56. Fourth quarter with 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go. Halliburton has been. Mutombo said
he didn't even try to get the ball. Carlo just watched.
Kobe, it's time to fly. Nope, he passes it to Ginobili inside. Kobe for the Smitty, and he misses.
Hey, you gotta get in Mamba mode.
I think something that needs to be but something that should be understood, maybe from like if it's not understood, we play 7-minute quarters. Say for instance, Kobe has a game where it's like, Kobe had 15 or 16 points, right? Because we're playing 7-minute quarters, that's not bad. Like, that's actually a good game. Only because we're playing 7-minute quarters.
Yeah.
If you have 15 or 16 points, that's good. Because everybody don't play every second of the game. You know, like, that's why it's so rare to see a 25-point game or a 30-point game. We've only seen it happen, like, we can count on a couple of fingers on one hand. Because it's not realistic in 7 minutes, you know. So Kobe is having a good game right now. He's just not showing up in the clutch.
Yeah.
And that's, if you're not showing up in the clutch, you got the best game of your life. It won't matter, especially in the playoffs. But Glenn Rice said, you know what, Mullins? Let me pass to my man's Wade. Wade's been cooking right now. He's been cooking all game. Is he gonna make that? Boy,
if he would have made that,
he would have made that.
I would have rolled it off. I ain't gonna lie. I already done rolled it off, but that would have sealed it.
Oh, Kobe,
we need it.
Spot up.
It's over.
Kobe can't buy a bucket if he was the richest man on this planet we call Earth.
That's Kobe versus Utah. The 3 air balls. That's the Kobe we looking at this point.
D Wade with the pull-up midi in the face of Kobe. He says, just because you miss don't mean I will miss. Now I'll make it a little bit more difficult. I'll shoot in your face. Los Angeles currently leads 70-58. Fourth quarter with 1:50 to go.
So,
Luka misses.
I called it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If Kobe and Luka are cold, it gets very tough for Sacramento.
Ain't with that. Chris Paul is not enough.
Yeah,
no disrespect, he's just not enough to beat this whole team.
And I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what their game plan was going into this game, like computer wise. But they have not been utilizing Chris Mullins how he was utilized in the last series against Oklahoma. Like in that series, every possession he was coming off of some screen, and like he was hitting every shot. They have not utilized Chris Mullins as much as they did in the series against Oklahoma, and I feel like that possibly has something to do with what's going on right now.
Mamba mode, bro. He
passed out of the shot.
They're trying to get Luka the ball.
Wes Unseld right there though. Oh. Luka hits the shot over Glenn Rice. Game is 71-60 with 1:04 to go. Yeah. Tayshaun Prince brings the ball off the court. Oh, he had a lane. Oh my goodness, MJ. I thought that was Tayshaun Jordan, Michael Prince. I'll be honest, that was a nice layup right there.
I'm gonna start making shots so it can be a foul fest.
71-62 with 42 seconds to go.
Luka with 4 points, 2 for 11 from the field.
Yeah, Luka had a bad game. Yeah, Luka had a bad game. Like, this is how not even a Sacramento, this is how games have to go with teams for them to usually win. Either the two main players have to do good and everybody else do their job, or one of the main players have to do really good and everybody else have to step up a little bit more than usual. Tayshaun Prince hits the close pull-up in Luka's face, sealing the game. LA 73-62. Clock is counting down. Porzingis throws up a last-second shot. No good. Los Angeles takes game 1, 73-62. Let me do stats. All right. Man, that was it's crazy because that was actually a good game within the first 2 quarters. Come third quarter, well, towards the end of the second quarter is when it started to change up. Let's read off these stats. Starting off with the Sacramento Kings, we have Kobe Bryant, 18 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, a turnover, 7 for 14, 4 for 6 at the 3-point line. Like I said, I feel like Kobe had a good game. Porzingis, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 5 for 8, 3 for 6 from the 3-point line. Solid performance as well. Chris Mullins, 9 points, 2 assists, 3 for 6. No 3-pointers shot at all. Let me repeat. Chris Mullins, 0 3-pointers shot that game. He went 0 for 0 from the 3.
That's the problem.
And last but certainly not least, Luka. Oh, no, I'm not a hater. I'm saying that's bad. Chris Mullins is supposed to be shooting threes. Like, if he's not shooting threes, that's honestly a problem. Like, that helps them majorly. Last, certainly not least, we have Luka Doncic. 4 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 for 11 from the field, 0 for 6 from the 3-point line. Luka just did not show up for his team, and I feel like that's and I feel like that's one of the main reasons. Now we go over to the side of the Los Angeles Lakers. D Wade, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, 7 for 13 from the field, 1 for 1 from the 3-point line. Wade did Wade County things. Takes 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 for 7. 1 for 1 from the 3. He didn't do the best field goal wise, but he did make up for that with 5 for 5 from the free throw. Wes Unseld should have gave me Mutombo. Would have showed you what to do. I believe that says with him. Wes Unseld, 10 rebounds, 10 points, 2 assists, 3 for 4. I think the story of the Los Angeles Lakers, not even the full story, but part of the story will always be from this point on, depending on how it goes, how much of a contribution Wes Unseld is bringing to that team since he's been back. Paulo Banchero, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 5 for 8 from the field, 0 for 1 from the 3-point line. And then everybody else got in there and filled in their roles. It ain't over yet. I don't know what the rest says because I can't see it.
They said it ain't over yet. I lost the first game last series. That's true.
Yeah. Let's pause it real quick and let's see, because that mother's tripping. Back on? Yeah. Game 2. Corey, I don't know if you're in here. If you are, say something. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Toronto Raptors against the Orlando Magic, who have a C home court advantage.
Oh, something bad.
That would be interesting. You're here? All right. Nice. That would be interesting. Let's see how that goes. Toronto controls the tip. Karolinko for 3. Good shot. So, how do we feel the swap for Anthony Davis to get Anthony Davis or Penny? How has it been going so far based off these games? Huh?
Personally, I don't think it was a good idea because, I mean, obviously he made it out of that he made it out the semifinals, but we can't forget how Anthony Davis was getting locked up.
Yeah.
Now,
he was
looked
choking.
good. He looked good last game, but the games before that, it wasn't looking so good. So,
Yeah.
I would say if you put all those together, like, I just don't think it's been that great. I just think that this team is so good defensively that he's just able to blend in because his defense is good enough.
That makes
But
sense.
as far as offense, I still don't think that he's been showing like he deserves to stay here. So.
Nah, I mean, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh shoot!
Speak of the devil, Anthony Davis, the post fade, miss.
I
No.
gotta make sure I turn down the commentary after every. Oh no!
Game currently 3-2 Toronto. Still early. First quarter, 5 minutes and 12 seconds. Shane Battier has the ball right now. We got Rudy going off a screen for the cut. Dunk for Rudy Gay as Orlando takes the lead. That last game, Los Angeles, Sacramento. What adjustments do the Kings need to make based off of that game?
I think that Sacramento need to get Chris Mullins more involved in some off-ball screen action. I think that Kobe needs to do a better job of showing up on time instead of showing up late, like he did last series. And I just feel like, to be honest with you, they just got to do a better job of not playing ISO ball. Like, I feel like the reason why this Toronto team is so good is because they play well as a team. Even Orlando, even though we just lost our last game, like, we, for the most part, play good as a team. LeBron's he's always doing pick and rolls. We're getting people coming off screens, playing good defense as a team. But with Sacramento, and I'm not even saying this because it's Sacramento, it seems like they play more ISO than anything. And it's nothing wrong with that at times, but not all game long.
Yeah, not every possession.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, speaking on Orlando and Toronto, this game could send Toronto to the finals. So my question to you is, what do your Orlando Magic have to do different from game 1 to make sure that they survive?
Well, I can't
another
say
day?
that on stream because it wouldn't be good to say what I really want to say. But they just got to stop playing soft. Like,
Yeah.
play the way we played, that we've played from the beginning. Good amount of pick and roll. Dwight Howard, go catch the lob. Just stop playing soft. Like, we're just playing like we're shook. Like I was saying about people earlier. People were looking like they were shook. We look shook. I need LeBron playing like that all game. I don't want him out there only getting 7 points. Like, that's not LeBron.
Yeah.
That's LeBron. Like, I don't want that.
And I believe that he is currently on the Miami Heat.
Yeah, like, and it's not like Toronto is a slouch, and I feel like they are just somebody we can just destroy. Because both times we beaten them, it's like a 7-point game.
Yeah, Scotty for 3.
So I just think that we just gotta wake up.
Yeah.
But it's like I said to myself when I was doing adjustments.
You're crazy, bro.
I was like, the difference between this series and when we beat them twice already, they didn't have Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
They had Penny.
Yeah.
And I don't want Bo guarding Anthony Davis, but at the same time, I don't mind because he's a shot blocker, so I don't mind. Yeah, but we gotta tighten up and stop playing soft, man.
Game is currently 8-7. First quarter, 3 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Toronto is leading. Oh,
there we go.
Dwight off the cut, feed from LeBron, easy flush.
Make that 2018 LeBron, 2019 LeBron, bro. That's LeBron, the best version of LeBron ever. I need him to lead the charge, and I need Dwight to be his right-hand man. Everybody else, that's what I need right there. That's all I need. He give us that, we gonna win the game.
LeBron saw Scotty running with him as he was going to the hole. He said, I know they consider you one of, if not the best defender of all time.
How do we let that happen?
But I'm dunking this. And Michael Ray followed up with a layup. Orlando currently has the lead 11-10. First quarter, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Bench lineups are in, right? Well, no, some of Corey's starters are still in as well. Michael Ray Richardson, John Starks in there with some of the starters for this Toronto team.
Oh, let's make this Batum have the ball.
Nicholas Batum with the most questionable shot.
He had to. He should have never had the ball. Gilbert should have the ball. I'm not gonna lie. I think everybody can agree from if you were a part of the Ring Chasers era 1. Gilbert does not look like the same Gil from era 1, bro.
He don't.
He don't look like himself.
He don't. There's honestly a lot of players that do not look like how they used to on 2K24, and there's a lot of players that look better than what they looked on 2K24. Like I will honestly be the first one to say, do not judge players based off of last year.
That's why I said it when I started, bro. You can't do it.
Because, man, listen here.
Same.
Like, it is not the same. Far from that. Now, obviously, you still have some of those players that gets it done, but
it's faster than John Starks.
Yeah.
This is what I mean by we playing soft, bro. There we go. Every time they can't stop it
off the screen. Anthony Davis should be quick enough to run with Ben Simmons. I'm surprised at that one.
Way faster than him, though.
Yeah, I know, but like Anthony Davis has really good recovery.
26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Definitely wouldn't like smoke him.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I forgot you had Paul George. Like it's like he doesn't do anything wrong. Like I don't be noticing.
Paul George is one of those guys where it's like he's also not playing like he used to.
Yeah, like I really don't notice him. Like I'll be honest.
Gil don't. Paul George don't.
Oh, Jonathan Isaac
Like,
for the three.
Only Jonathan Isaac plays the exact same. Ben Simmons plays the exact same. I've never had Nick Batum. I never had Battier. But in my opinion, I love the way Battier plays. He plays similar to how he played when you had him.
Yeah.
Dwight, in my opinion, offensively plays better this year than he did last year. Defensively, he plays the same.
Yeah.
Bo, obviously, he don't play exactly the same, but he plays kind of similar to last year. Mm-hmm. And then who else is? I think that's pretty much everybody. I don't know. Rudy Gay plays the exact same too. So,
I mean,
Paul George, man, like I don't want to trade him, and I don't want to trade Gil, but they aren't playing the way I want them to.
Yeah, I mean, a thing to take note of and remember, because I noticed this when everything was getting going and stuff, picking people and stuff like that. Players do not have the same like players don't just have a bunch of badges like they used to. Yeah. Like players used to have a lot of badges.
There's
like
less badges now.
Yeah, like some people just got like 16,
Some
15.
people got 6'4".
Yeah, like Badge,
Ben Simmons just took a midi.
he can't shoot middies at all.
Can, but that's a progression thing. That's not a thing where he has it. Oh, we got the ball. Josh Smith, if you take Josh Smith out of that game, last game, I don't know if they win that game. He played great.
Yeah, there's
He played so good.
Cause there's obviously a motto within ring chasers, you know what I'm saying, of like the right type of people to get, you know, the younger guys, the stars, stuff like that. But I will say this, when it comes to role players, because obviously every team has role players.
Yeah.
When it comes to the role player side of things, especially because not every single person plays the exact same from last year, I will honestly say that role players are constantly just up for grabs, and you just got to see how they do.
Yeah.
Because
You got to take a chance.
yeah, role players have been playing so good that like it's really no bad option, especially if they play better now than they did last year.
I know. I'm doing it now.
Currently a tie game. I definitely think this 2K favors the newer generation. I mean, 2K last year favored it heavy. Like this one, last one. I mean, it's only been 2 seasons. Like this is the 2nd season, so I can't really go off of that. Like I'll really be able to see when like people really start progressing. But I'm not saying it don't. You know, I can't tell yet. But last year, I'm gonna be honest, they favored them crazy. Like the Thompson twins, like. They favored young people crazy last year. So for me, it's an in due time thing. Like I'll just have to see as time goes along. Gilbert Arenas, one of those guys who just don't seem like they're the same. Hits a nice 3-pointer off of the screen, giving Toronto, no, not Toronto, my apologies, giving Orlando the lead, 19-16 with 4 minutes and 33 seconds to go in this second quarter.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
I have a question for you, sir.
Nadia, the pass to Howard.
What?
Raptors trail by 3.
Which conference, East and West, would you say is the strongest conference so far?
Strongest conference?
Yeah. Which conference do you truthfully believe is the strongest conference so far?
If I had to be real, because I think the 2 best teams on the East, we're watching them right now. You could argue that Martin's team is better. You could argue that
yeah, you never got Jalen Williams. Were you supposed to have Jalen Williams?
That's on me. I'll fix that after the game. But I feel like Miami and Toronto, that's like you can't go wrong with either. But I don't want to sound biased because it's Martin. So
I feel like it's fair to say that based off of just how games have gone and things like that, I think it's fair to say that you can put Toronto at number 2 for the East so far, or number 1.
I think Toronto, I'm going to tell you I got them at number 2 because we've already beat them twice. They've only beat us once. So my thing is, I have them at number 2 because of the fact that whenever we beat them, we only beat them by 7 or less. When I beat Martin's team, Miami, we've beaten them by over 10 points. So I think the 2 best teams are Orlando and Toronto on the East.
Yeah.
The 2 best teams on the West are LA and, I mean, is it safe to say Sacramento?
I mean, I feel like
Could even say Utah.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with saying Sacramento at all. Me personally,
because haven't they beat y'all 2 or 3 times?
Who?
Sacramento,
they beat us.
Y'all beat them in the cup.
Yeah, we beat them in the cup. They beat us before the cup, and then we just went to a best of 3, and they won 2 out of 1. I feel like
so it's 3-1 Sacramento.
No, it's 3-2. We won twice. They won twice. I mean, we won twice. They won 3 times.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, because We beat them in the cup, right?
Yep.
I mean,
because y'all just went to the game best of 3.
Yeah, but the first season, they beat us in the first season.
Yeah.
So they're winning the series 3-2 right now. So off of that alone, yeah, it's fair. It's definitely fair to say that Sacramento is number 1 or number 2 in the West.
Now, who have we seen the Jazz versus the? Yeah, because the Jazz beat the Kings by over 10 points.
They did?
Yes. Now that was, and I think that was after the Kobe trade thing.
But I will say
that was yesterday during the Cup.
I mean, we've only seen it in this playoff series so far, but that Chris Mullins trade, him being on that team is, I don't know. Like
they beat them with Chris Mullins though.
I'll say this: you gave your, well, what do you rank the entire East so far?
The entire, like,
from 1 to 4. 1 to 4. Where would you rank?
Orlando won, no bias, just because we beat everybody, and we've only lost 1 game. Toronto number 2 because didn't they beat Miami, right?
Toronto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They beat Miami and they beat Orlando. So, those are probably my 3 best teams on the East, and then I would put the Hornets in last place. But the thing is, who has the Hornets beat on the East? Have they beaten anybody on the East?
On the East, they
haven't beat us. They haven't beat.
Then they beat Martin, didn't they?
In a stream game.
Yeah, I think Miami and Charlotte played, and I think Charlotte won, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I believe Miami and Charlotte played, and Miami did not win. I could be wrong though.
I don't know, but I would say until I get more information, I got Miami 3 and the Hornets 4, and then on the West, I got LA. Then I beat Corey in the semifinals once. Yeah.
Oh yeah, y'all went to best of 3. Y'all went to best of 3. Yeah.
We swept on Miami too. But that's the thing, though. How many times have he played Martin and Corey?
He played Corey best of 3. He lost that.
Did he play them in the regular season? Didn't they play in the Cup?
I don't know if they played in the Cup.
The one game.
Me and Martin played each other in the Cup. And
I played
Miami
Corey
and OKC was the final. So who did Miami beat to get to the final?
They didn't beat nobody, remember? Because each team got 1 game. It was me versus Toronto.
You're right, yeah.
So it's like,
yeah, you're right.
I don't know. I still, like I said, I got Miami 3, Hornets 4, and then on the West, I got LA 1, Sacramento 2, OKC 3, and Utah 4. Just because Utah has gotten blown out 2 or 3 times already. They've gotten blown out more than anybody.
Oh yeah, that was that overtime game and that cup game. Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, no, that was intense.
It wasn't the. Oh yeah, it was a regular cup game. It wasn't like the finals. Yeah, no,
I forgot about that. Dylan.
That game was fire.
That was the best game in Ring Texas history.
Yeah, we've seen so far, bro. Ever. Good block by Bobo and Anthony Davis. Halftime. Orlando currently leads the way, 31-26. If I had to give my rankings, I'll start off with the West since that's the conference that Oklahoma is in. I would say the Lakers number 1. I feel like out of all the West teams, they've lost the fewest since season 1. Like they might have lost like 1 or 2 times.
Haven't even lost.
Yeah, I beat them in the cup.
You're right. I'm tripping.
Other than that game, I don't think they lost a game. The Lakers. I would say number 2 is Sacramento. Even though Sacramento lost to Utah, I just feel like the overall games, not even including the games where it's a team in the same conference going up against each other, but just the games that we've seen has been more impressive, or they've had closer games than Utah has.
Yeah, I agree.
So I would have to say Sacramento number 2. Number 3, I would have to go with Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Scotty was trying to commit a crime on that play, but Jonathan Isaac said, "I'm a crime stopper, so I can't allow you to do that." But he went to the line, so hopefully he can convert on these 2 free throws for Toronto. Yeah, I just feel like with Oklahoma, I feel like honestly, Oklahoma, it really just comes down to the fact that Utah has not always had the best showings. So it kind of just, you kind of just put them at 4. Even though I really like that Utah. I really like the Utah team. Like, I like them. On the East, I would have to say Orlando number 1, Toronto number 2. And it's a toss-up for me between Charlotte and Miami.
Exactly.
I think if I had to pick one, I would honestly have to go with Charlotte at number 3, Miami at number 4. And that's only because overall showing so far from this new era,
He just won the cup.
yeah, I know, but think about this. The first season, Miami and Oklahoma were the only team that lost every game.
That's facts. You ain't lying. I didn't even think about that.
They lost every game. Even though they won, and then Charlotte, well, no, they both got eliminated in the same round this playoffs. But yeah, like, I just feel like Miami has always had one of the best teams, but they've not always had the best performances as a team. So I would have to put Charlotte over them because Charlotte has had really good performances as a team, and they really did good against the other teams. Yeah, I know you beat. Yeah, I know you won in that cup game, but I would just have to. That's where I would have to do it. But like I said, it's really a toss-up for real. It's true. You could literally say Charlotte or Miami number 3. There's nothing wrong with either one of those. Same way I feel like there's nothing wrong with saying Oklahoma and Sacramento 2 or 3, either one. But I feel like the more secure answer would be Sacramento. But I feel like the number 3 spot for Miami and Charlotte, I don't feel like that spot is locked down. I feel like that spot is open for either one. I just feel like neither team has really took it yet. But with that being said, which conference would you say is the strongest?
That's his first foul.
Personally, so here's what I think.
And y'all comment y'all answers for this as well, if y'all have any input for it.
I think that LA, because I'm gonna go by the ranking for both sides. LA versus Orlando versus LA, I feel like it could go either way. Toronto versus the Sacramento Kings. Believe it or not, I got Toronto. I feel like their defense is too much because you got to think about it. If Kobe shuts himself out of the game, all the two ways that are on that team, I don't see them scoring on them. Then you go down to OKC versus Miami. That's a toss-up because we just saw yesterday. Well, at least for my 3, I have Miami 3. I don't have Hornets 3. I have Miami 3, so I would say Miami because, like you said, they just beat them in the cup.
Yeah, they did.
And then forward, I think we saw Dylan beat Uncle Marcus. So I got the East.
Jazz beat Charlotte.
Did they?
Yeah, Jazz. Because if you remember, the first game of the season was the Raptors versus the Jazz, and they shut them down.
Yeah, you're right.
The second game was Jazz versus Charlotte,
6.
and Jazz beat Charlotte.
Yeah, I remember that. But
now after that, I don't know if they played again. But
I still got the East. Not even trying to be biased. I just think that I'm taking number 2 and number 3 on our side, and then number 4 can be a toss-up. Number 1 can also be a toss-up. But I mean, I'm gonna take my team over anybody's team. So I got East.
If I had to pick a conference, East or West, I would have to pick the East myself. Just for the fact that it comes down to one thing, and one thing only. Even though they're good, it comes down to Utah.
Yeah.
And it's the simple fact that on the East, I feel like it's fair to say 1 and 2 is Toronto and Orlando. Wherever you want to put them, okay. But I feel like it's fair to say that the East 1 and 2 spot goes to Toronto and Orlando. Number 3 spot literally can go to Miami or it can go to Charlotte. Either one. On the West, I feel like you would easily say, well, not easily, but I feel like more people would say that the number 4 spot goes to Utah. You know what I'm saying? It's in there. I think it would. I think it like more people would say that Utah is 4th. So I would have to say that off of that alone, the East is stronger than the West.
But there's only one way we're gonna find out, and because at the end of the day, both the number 1 and 2 teams, either way, they're gonna face off here shortly. Tomorrow. One of the 1 and 2s from both sides are gonna be in the finals, regardless. So,
yeah. Mr. Corey, it seems like the coach of Miami is just saying he wants to play y'all, man. He wants to play y'all. He's joking, but he do think that they can beat y'all. You have any comment to that? I just want to know your feedback.
I believe the same thing. I don't think that it would be an easy game, just considering how much their defense, like how good their defense is. But if I'm being honest, I do think that Miami could beat Toronto. It just depends on the day.
I think the same thing. I feel like that's what makes the East the strongest conference. Mm-hmm. The fact that all 4 teams results from games,
exactly.
No matter what. Like Charlotte could beat any of those teams and also could lose to any of those teams. Same thing with Miami, same with Orlando, and same with Toronto. Like every game is not going to be the same with those East teams. Like, it can really go either way. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when it comes to the West, it's only like that with 3 teams. The Lakers, the Sacramento Kings, and OKC. The Jazz, they can do it, but I feel like out of every team, it'd be toughest for them than any team to actually do it. Even though they can do it because they have a good team. I really like their team. I'm going to keep saying that because it's facts.
Good. But the fact of the matter is, they just have the worst track record of anybody right now. Like they've gotten blown out 3 or 4 times already.
Nah, they only got blown out like once.
No,
they just lost bad a couple times, but they didn't get blown out.
The way I see it is, if you get beat by 15 plus, that's a blowout. Like for this, because for as long as we've been watching, it's rare to even get a blowout. So.
Oh, yeah.